Thank you for being here with us in Grand Rapids this morning, whether you're here personally or whether you're here virtually. Thank you for being here to support the Midwestern Higher Education Compact. It's my pleasure to introduce the mayor of Grand Rapids. Rosalynn Bliss was elected as the first female mayor of Grand Rapids in 2016. It's worth noting that she emerged from a 4-candidate pool and received 66% of the vote, eliminating the need for a runoff. She was re-elected in 2019, receiving 83% of the vote. Mayor Bliss is a charismatic and dynamic mayor with a keen interest in education. She currently serves as the Frederick Meyer Endowed Chair in Entrepreneurship and Innovation in the Honors College at Grand Valley State University. Dating back to her 10 years as a city commissioner, she has traditionally been a strong supporter of our park system and environmental sustainability. Mayor Bliss is well known as a strong advocate for racial equity in Grand Rapids. Please help me welcome the Mayor of Grand Rapids, Rosalynn Bliss.
Perfect. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I'm so delighted to be with you, especially with a number of folks from the Midwest. I'm so proud to be a Midwestern. As I say, I lived in Alabama for a few years and knew that I am through and through a Michigander and a Midwestern. So I was happy to come back after my undergraduate studies. So I'm really, really delighted to be with you today and to join Dr. Eisler as well as Dr. Pink, two amazing people that I get to work with regularly as we come together to figure out what we can do together to make our community a better place for everyone. So I'm happy to be here to welcome you to Grand Rapids. If this is your first time visiting our city, welcome. If you are a returning visitor, welcome back. And for those joining us virtually, I sure hope that you get to see our city someday. I'd like to take a little time to tell you about our city if you're not familiar with Grand Rapids, because we have a lot to be proud of. And so I want to talk to you about our history, who we are, and what you may experience while you spend some time here. So if you haven't noticed, we are a river city. So if you look out the windows of this beautiful hotel, you will see our Grand River. It was the center of our civic and commercial life. And the river really defined our identity, which is why we're called Grand Rapids. I believe that in the 21st century, though, through our restoration of our river, the river will truly reclaim its rightful place at the heart of our community, and we will be seen as a river city again. So the Grand River is the longest in Michigan, and it was approximately 150 years ago that our rapids were silenced for logging. So today, Grand Rapids is rallying around a vision of removing all of our aging dams and restoring our namesake. So this $45 million project is one of many examples of how a vision can become a reality when both our public sector and our private sector work together. So I look forward to all of you coming back in about 5 years and getting in a kayak or canoe with me and paddling down our restored Grand River, if you like to boat, that is. So we're also a growing city, so you may have noticed this. Grand Rapids is booming. Our economy, our infrastructure, our arts, our cultural life, we keep expanding and setting records. So Grand Rapids is one of the most dynamic environments to raise a family, go to college, which we're very proud of, grow a business, or even grow a career. So you look around and you see signs of Renaissance all over. You see cranes and construction happening not just down here in the heart of downtown, but really throughout our neighborhoods. We have 32 amazing, unique neighborhoods throughout our city, and they are also growing and becoming much, much more vibrant. We have been named one of the nation's strongest real estate markets, with Forbes declaring our regional economy one of the fastest growing in the United States. We have one of the most dynamic healthcare systems in the world with our ever expanding medical mile, which features 2 research centers, a children's hospital, and one of our country's top healthcare systems. Human medicine and medical education and health research make up one of our most rapidly growing economic sectors. And our metropolitan area is a knowledge center, and we are proud to boast over 20 colleges and universities in our region. And now I'm even more proud, in addition to being a knowledge center, we now offer a Grand Rapids Promisone Scholarship, enabling every single senior who graduates from any high school in our city, any public, private, charter, to attend Grand Rapids Community College at no cost. Our Promise Scholarship covers the cost of tuition and books and fees for both degree and job training certification programs. And I'm really proud to serve on the Promisone Authority, but even more so to work in partnership with Dr. Pink and GRCC to ensure that every senior in our city knows about this opportunity. This has been several years in the making, and truly wouldn't have happened without the public and private partnership and the private sector stepping up to donate in really significant ways to make this scholarship available. So I can't talk about Grand Rapids without talking about the fact that we are a craft city. So it's always been within our DNA to make things, from furniture from hundreds of years ago to craft beer and everything in between. If you are a craft beer fan, you are gonna love Grand Rapids. But we invent things and we produce things. Since our introduction as the furniture city in the late 1800s, we have been leading in design, innovation, and expertise. The new Michigan State University Research Center, just up on the Michigan Mile, is tackling Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And then just up from that is our Van Andel Institute, which is focused on research related to cancer and Parkinson's. We are the city center for a strong region of Fortune 100 companies, and we're a city with some of the largest private companies in the country. Our city's history is full of businesses that started, evolved, and became the fabric of our city. Businesses who have leaders who benefited from our incredible higher education institutions and who continue to give back to those institutions in really significant ways. And we are a creative city. So if you love arts and culture, I hope you have time to explore our city. Some folks around the country, they don't think of Grand Rapids as a center for arts and culture, but that's because they've never been here. They've not seen our museums and our gardens and our artists and musicians. They haven't toured our studios or attended something amazing like Art Prize. We have a 43-foot sculpture in front of City Hall. I get to look at it every day when I'm in my office. Alexander Calder's La Grande Vitesse. It was one of the first national art and public space installations, setting Grand Rapids apart from most cities our size. And it is now the symbol of our city. And then we have Art Prize, the radically open international art competition that transforms our city for 19 days every fall into this giant art space. We also have the Ford Museum. So if you are a lover of history, I hope you get over there to see our Ford Museum. We're really proud that President Ford called Grand Rapids home. And we also have an amazing public museum. And last, one of my favorites is the Frederick Meyer Gardens and Sculpture Park, which is Michigan's second most visited cultural attraction. We welcome thousands and thousands of visitors there each year. Couple more things about Grand Rapids, and the two that I'm most proud of is that we are a compassionate city. One of the things about our city that I am most proud of is that we are compassionate and caring, and that we are ranked among the most generous cities in the country when it comes to charitable giving. I could talk all day about Grand Rapids, but I'll end with this. There are so many things I love about our city. And at the top of the list, though, are the people who call Grand Rapids home. All of you know this. Many of you are in public service, or you're serving in public education. It's really the people who care deeply and are willing to step up again and again and again and be part of our making our communities a better place for everyone that really matter. People who are willing to set aside their own self-interest, their own self-interest related to their organization or their institution, and work for the betterment of everyone. That's what makes us different. And that is exactly what every single one of you represent. You are a group of individuals committed to higher education. You're willing to dedicate your time and your expertise to working together to develop and support best practices with a focus on equitable post-secondary educational opportunities for everyone. That is incredibly important work. incredibly important, which all of you know because you're sitting in this room today. So in closing, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for your service. These are not easy times to serve. I recognize that. And we have a lot of challenges before us. So thank you for your dedication and your sacrifice and your work. I truly hope that you get the chance to connect with one another and that you get a sense of what Grand Rapids is all about while you're here. So enjoy your time together and welcome again to Grand Rapids.